Here, sit, sit. This is Kobe and Kuma, two young, beautiful German Shepherds that I've been training for a few months now. They're going great. They've got their issues, but they're going great. Hey guys, this video is coming from a person who messaged me on my social media asking what should I do if a dog tries to attack my dog or me. And it happens, it's quite common. Coming from someone who's been in the army as police dog handler, I've been attacked by a police dog, I've been attacked by a Doberman, I've been attacked by a German Shepherd. And it's common, more common than you think. And it's about what you should do in that situation. Now, first thing is, it's a hard answer because I don't believe there's any clear answer that works for every situation. When you are around more dogs, you get good at reading dogs' body language and knowing how serious the dog is. That is one thing. But let's talk about and imagine it's someone who doesn't know dogs, not someone like me, someone who doesn't know dogs. They just have a pet, they don't really know dogs that well, and they don't know what to do. I thought before I give this answer, I'll do a lot of research, see what other people think. Go to Cesar Millan and other trainers and different things, and get their general opinion, see what I agree with, what I don't. It doesn't make me correct, it doesn't make them correct, it's a personal opinion. But there are some things that I do agree with, what people say, some I don't agree with. What I do agree with is do not run. Do not run. You'll make yourself prey to the dog. If that dog's already thinking about attacking you or the dog, and has probably a pretty strong prey drive, it's pretty aggressive, it's going to chase you and it will catch you. That being said, if you can get away safely, climb up on something, shut a door and get away, but don't run out into open space. You need to show confidence towards that dog. How much confidence do you show? Some people say, do I yell at the dog? Do I stare at the dog? What do I do? Now, this is a harder answer. Me personally, I've had this happen to me many times because I train hundreds of dogs. I have no problem challenging the dog back because I can read dogs. And I know that it's not 100%, but it's a very, very high percentage of dogs will not attack you when you challenge them back. Because funny thing is the dog's got to be taught to bite, if that makes sense. Our police dogs in the army from day one to the end of the program, 5 months on, have come from biting a T-towel or a little towel to attacking the arm. And there's a really big process to teaching a dog to do that. So the average domesticated pet doesn't really know how to do that well. It might bite and let go, but very few dogs know and have the drive to grab, hold, tear, and rip. There are some breeds, but not a lot. So the challenging back, personally, this is disclaimer, this is me. Personally, I'm going to challenge the dog back. I've done it, and I've done it every time, and it works every single time. Yes, I've been bitten, but the times I've been bitten were times when it came out of the blue. I wasn't ready for it. One was throwing a tennis ball for a Doberman. I threw with this arm, it attacked this arm. Didn't even know it was going to do it. It was totally out of the blue. The German Shepherd in the army was medicating the dog, leaving the kennel. As I left the kennel, it bit my back, bit my arm. Another dog was, again, caught me by surprise from the back somewhere. But a lot of it's been by surprise. Anytime I've seen a dog be aggressive towards me, like growling and snarling, I've had no problems to stand my ground and challenge the dog back. That is me. What do I tell you to do? I do tell you to show confidence. You need to be confident around that dog. As scary as this sounds, if this dog is challenging you and you run, you're showing that you're definitely not confident and the dog's going to chase you and catch you. If the dog's going to bite you, now this is very almost sacrificial to your own body, but if the dog's going to bite you and you have no choice, the dog will generally bite the first thing given to it. This is why dogs bite. Police dogs bite arms. So you run, you put your arm out, it attacks the arm. If it was your leg, it would attack your leg. So this may sound very graphic in what you got to do, but if you do, I would rather sacrifice my arm than my face, than inside of my leg or anything like that. Remember, all what we call the plumbing, all the important parts that bleed a lot in your body are on the insides, inside here, inside your leg. This is why when you fall over, you imagine if you have your arteries on the outside, if you fall over and cut yourself, there's going to be a lot of people bleeding to death. This is protected, so we're designed that way that everything's on the inside, so generally it's very rare to cut on deep inside here in our arteries. So that being said, dog's going to attack me if I had to. Hey, if I had time, and I knew it was coming, and it was an escalating situation, I'd get a towel, I'd take my shirt off, I'd wrap my shirt around my arm, and I would have to give my arm if I gave it. That is getting very high level, but it happens. And sometimes it's not that quick. You may be walking and the dog's following you and it just keeps coming and it won't go away, and you go, what do? I take my jumper off, I wrap my jumper around my arm, just in case. I'm not saying go to the dog and put your arm out. I'm saying you're being sensible, you're going, something's going to happen here. Anything you've got on you, a towel, a bag, something to give you a bit of extra protection. Now that is the extreme level. So we've done that. What do? Sacrifice something that's not going to get too damaged. We don't want to put our face down over the dog. We want to be sensible, allow it to stand tall, stand confident. Eye contact. Do I look? Don't I look? I wouldn't say definitely challenge the dog as in look in the eyes necessarily for a lot of the average people. I would probably look away a little bit, but I would show confidence. I would stand my ground, stand tall. Now the argument is here, do I be quiet or do I be verbal? Do I just stand there and show no fear? Yes, that might be a good first step, okay? Because if you do that and the dog backs off, great. But if it escalates and the dog starts to keep coming because it shows you are scared, like you're not a challenge, some dogs also gain confidence from that. This is what sites don't tell you. When you show, we train our police dogs, how we give them confidence, we would run away like a dog that's whimpering and scared, and the dog gets braver and braver. So essentially when you're doing this, that's what you're doing. That being said, it could work, okay? So you stand still, stand confident, have your hands away, keep your fingers in. We don't want to have our fingers exposed to be bitten. Keep your fingers away. Show confidence and stand there, and some dogs will back down. If it goes past that, you're not going to run, but a dog keeps coming and it's just not going away. It's getting confident. I believe personally you need to challenge that dog back. Whether you say get away or any words you want to say, you need to show confidence. And it may be stepping towards the dog and verbally being confident and telling it to get. Common sense thing would usually be get back, get away, show confidence. This is what works for me. So that's giving you levels. First level, don't challenge the dog. Stand there, fingers away, look at the dog, but look down and just stand your ground. And often the dog will give a growl, a grumble, and that'll be enough, and it will go away. It just wants to win the situation and be the pack leader and dominate you, and that can be enough. Step 2, dog keeps coming. It's too close. It's going to bite you. What do? You need to challenge the dog. You have to. Look, anyone tells you not, I say to you, well, it's be bitten or challenge the dog. I'm going to take my chances with challenging the dog. At step 2. Step 1, no. Step 2, it's coming. Get back! I'm not going to say it too loud. I've got speakers on here, but get back, yell, get away, whatever you say. Keep your hands up. Don't be doing this. This is going to present something to be bitten. Keep your hands away, okay? So protect, review, protecting, not running, showing confidence. Step 1, a little bit sideways, looking down slightly, but looking at the dog, saying nothing, keeping your hands away. The dog backs off. Beautiful. We go away. Step 2, we challenge the dog. Get the dog away. We be verbal. We keep our fingers closed. But on the side note, you've got your dog. It's not just you this time. It's you with the dog. What do? Do you protect the dog? What do you do? Personally, me, I'm going to give you my answer. You do what you want with it. I'm protecting my dog. I'm pulling my dog behind me, and I'm putting myself on the line. That's because I love my dog. I'm not going to sacrifice him. I'm not going to let a dog kill my dog. I'll take my chances that I can be bitten and I'm going to live. I'm tall enough to not be bitten on the face, and I can confident enough probably get the dog away. Because most of the time the challenge is at the dog, not you. So if you pull the dog away and you show more confidence in your dog and you get that dog away by being confident, often it will go away. Because it's not about you, it's about the dog. And then when you take over for your dog and you become that leader and you confidently get that dog back, step 1 or step 2, whether you look away or challenge it, the dog will generally go away. Now, it's not foolproof. It is not foolproof. This won't work in every situation because some dogs are just too serious. But I'm telling you, that is the rare dog, very, very rare. A high percentage of times, doing those 2 steps will work. Either showing a bit of, I suppose you call it submission, being safe, being confident, or step 2, yelling, will generally work. Little dog, what do? Pull it to the back, pick it up. Your choice. Is it you or your dog? I think that's what it comes down to. Me personally, if I had a little dog, I'm going to pick the dog up. I'm not letting my dog get killed. I'm going to pick the dog up, I'm going to hold it away, and I'm going to step at that dog. So this is where I'm going to be. Dog back here, myself here. Not the dog here, because it's going to jump and might get your face and might get the dog. Have the dog away. The girl actually kicked and kept the dog away. Some people say that's a bad idea. I don't say it's a bad idea. She had no choice. The dog kept following her. Should have stood her ground and used her legs. You might get bitten. You're not going to die getting bitten down here. You're going to be okay. It's going to hurt, but you're going to be okay, and it's better than your dog. I wouldn't say that's the first step, though. Don't go exposing your limbs first. That's the last resort. Like the dog's just not stopping, and you have no choice. You need to keep that dog away. But as long as that dog's keeping a distance, let's keep our legs to ourselves, our hands to ourselves, our dogs away, and just show confidence, leaning forward, get back, nice and loud, really confident. But remember, first step, no verbal, just confidence. That will work without a dog most times. But with your dog, I do believe it'll be a step 2 where you'll need to somewhat challenge that dog. It's a bit of a long-winded answer. I know I might have gone back and forth a bit. I did my best with it. And again, it's only my opinion. It could be wrong for some of you. You may not have that confidence. But two things I do need you not to do ever is run or scream high-pitched to make it all exciting to the dog and just make it go haywire. Please, at least, don't run and show confidence. Do those 2 things and you've got a lot better chance, okay? Scary situation. I hope these tips help you out and you get something from it. Hopefully you never come across this situation, but it's a realistic thing. You can also carry things to spray at dogs. There's companies that provide sprays that you can carry, like a high-pressure spray. It smells like a pepper spray, designed safely. It may sting the dog's eyes, but you're quite legally entitled to protect yourself. So you pull that out, you spray it, and the dog gets it in its eyes and goes back. That's not our first step. We try not to do that, but that's another thing you can do too. I know in the States you have a lot of sprays over there and things like that. We have them in Australia as well. I'm doing that research for those right now to find a company that I can provide sort of spray, a protection spray for yourself that you can spray at an aggressive dog that's going to attack you. You have rights to protect yourself. You're not expected to be attacked by a dog, okay? So let's protect ourselves, be smart about things, and hopefully it never ever happens. Good boys, I've got 2 dogs asleep over there. Hope this helps you out and you get something from it. Guys, if you enjoy my videos, give me a little subscribe, I appreciate it. A like, which gives me a little thumbs up. Hit the bell icon, which will let you know when I do new videos in the future. Thank you again for watching, come to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.